We really need it to rain. The land is so dry. You can kind of see where the stream, where it's normally boggy in winter, is still green, but the higher up you go, the more yellow and dead grass you get. So in a couple of days it should properly rain. Fingers crossed we have a good patch. Because at the moment I've been hand watering a lot of the new plants. We've been filling this with stream water to then water the plants, so it makes me grateful to have the stream water, even if it's gone a bit orange. It needs a really good flush. From all the new plants I planted, only one has died. The other wattle I was convinced I was going to lose is actually coming back, it's growing new leaves. So I have learnt to resist planting things in January because it's the dry patch. I joined a garden group in the area, met one of the gardeners yesterday who gave me a replacement tree fuchsia to replace the one that unfortunately died on me, which was awesome. And then I got a few other little plants from her. I struggled at the start when I moved here because I didn't know anyone and I had a new baby, but now I've kind of pushed. I've met a lot more mothers in the area and I'm starting to meet some gardeners too. Makes a huge difference. It's been so crazy dusty today. Get a bit of wind and the pumice dust just goes everywhere. So out of desperation, Hayden is just watering down the pumice, the surface. Just watering down the pumice, the surface. So out of desperation, watering down the pumice. The rain forecast for this week keeps getting pushed back further and further, and the stream water is getting lower and lower. So Hayden's water collection system for the spring stopped working because the water level got too low. So I haven't been able to water my plants for the last few nights. This morning he's figured it out. He's now directing the water into a bucket and then putting the submerged water pump into that bucket, and it's working. He is clever, he does figure it out. Yeah. Now that the stream water tank is full, I can start water blasting some more of those containers, one step closer to painting them all green. I'm actually up early-ish. Be perfect time to do the north side of the container before the sun hits it, because it just gets too hot later in the day. And Andrew, my brother, has agreed to babysit Reese for an hour, so I've got 1 hour to get onto this. 1 hour to get onto this. 1 hour to get onto this.
Well, he's pretty heavy, so I'm going to head back.
Well, I won't be too long. First coat's done, and just in time. I've learnt I kind of need to do it before 9:30 when the sun starts coming on this side. Definitely needs a second coat because I can still see the blue specks coming through, and I didn't get time to do the bottom railing, so that will be the next time. But what a difference. Apparently the rain is finally coming this afternoon. It keeps being pushed back. So before it turns up, I want to put the last coat on this side. I realised the other day I didn't explain why I wanted to stop before the sun hit the side. It's because in summer, when the sun directly hits the metal, it gets way too hot to paint on it. The tip we'd got from the paint specialist was if it's too hot to put your hand on the metal, it's too hot to paint. Just realised I'm still wearing my nice top. I need to swap to my painting top. Oh no, it started to rain. Bugger, bugger. So yes, rain is amazing, but why didn't it hold off another hour? If the forecast is correct, we now have a solid week of rain.
Watch it all fall apart.
We're baby proofing the room because Reese is starting to be interested in everything. And I realized maybe I wasn't clear with the decision making on painting the containers green. Hayden and I have been talking about it for the last year. He's kind of known that eventually they will be painted a muted colour right from the start, and we even picked out the colour together, and he knew the paint was sitting in the container ready to get started, so it was a surprise but not a surprise. We had a couple of really good days of rain. We desperately needed it, but today suddenly became a bit fine, so I'm going to make the most of it and paint another side of one of the containers. This side I'm super excited to paint because it's the one I see from the cabin. I feel like the other sides were for the neighbours and for people arriving. This side is for me. Shows how heavy the rain got. Splattered mud all the way up here. I guess I should clean this off first. I feel like I'm in a real rush today to paint as much as I can. So I'm going to do the finer details with the brush later on and just get going with the roller along the top too. Still looks so chaotic. Ladders really aren't the most stable options. I'm going to have to be careful. This really is the tricky part. I think it's time to get the brush out while I've got the ladder in such an awkward position.
short G.
I know it is. I think it's a good morning to finish this side with a second coat so that Hayden can put his stuff away. Second coat done. Now part of me really wants to get started on this side since we see it from the cabin, but what I really should do is finish the one around the corner so that we can start packing stuff away. It's probably the more practical, sensible one.